EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow going to change things up. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 3rd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front.
There he goes, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I mean, times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send the tight end in motion. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 42 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Now Richardson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Richardson. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Burrow going to change the play.
From the 17, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
That's back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt.
Back deep is Charlie Jones.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more groove and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Here we go. In motion left is Higgins.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 44-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And now an audible here into something else. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. And
he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 39 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Richardson looking to throw this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And Richardson back to throw it.
At the 35-yard line.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this run.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
11 MT tape. 180. 180.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Burrow changing the look. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
1st and 10, Taylor now to the 27-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but
but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Richardson to throw off play action.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now 2nd and 9. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now they'll change things around before the snap. First down. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Out from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 38-yard line.
Now Burrow changing things up here. A give running right is Evans.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
42.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. Count this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here with...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Pass taken in by his... Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And they were hoping to get down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Here's first and goal. Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now second down and a few inches. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
One last shot for Richardson.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All he had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on